My dear aunts, it's so full of that delicious dinner. I couldn't do it else.
Yeah, it's nice here.
I found it! Story of my life. My biography. Here's the picture I was telling you about, General. Here's President Roosevelt. And here's General Goethals at the Caribbean Cup. Yeah. That's me, General, and that's you.
Am I how they've changed?
Oh, don't worry, General. The picture hasn't been taken yet. We haven't even started work on the Caribbean Cup yet. We're still digging the locks. And now, General, you will accompany me on the inspection of the new locks.
No, Teddy, not to Panama. We go some other time, Mr. President. Panama's a long way off.
Nonsense, it's just in the cellar.
The cellar.
We let him dig the Panama Canal in the cellar.
General, as President of the United States, Commander-in-Chief of the Army and Navy, and the man who gave you this job, I demand that you accompany me on the inspection of the new locks.
Time! I think it's time we went to bed.
Beg your pardon? Who are you?
I'm Woodrow Wilson. Go to bed.
You're not Woodrow Wilson. But your face is familiar. Let me see it. Yes, you look like somebody I'd meet in the jungle.
It's your brother Jonathan,
He's
dear.
had his face changed.
So that's it! A nature figure!
And I think you would better go to bed. Here. Jonathan and his friend have to be going to their hotel.
General Goethals, inspect the canal.
All right, Mr. President, we go to Panama.
Bully! Follow me, General. It's down south, you know.
Well, bon voyage.
My dear aunt, I must correct a misapprehension. You mentioned our hotel. No, you'll see, we don't have a hotel. We came directly here.
Well, there's a nice little hotel just...
Aunt Martha, this is my home.
And no, Jonathan, you can't stay here. We need our rooms.
You need them?
Yes, for our lodgers.
Are there lodgers in this house?
Well, not just now, but we plan to have some very soon.
Then my old room is still free.
But there's nowhere for Dr. Einstein.
He'll share the room with me.
No, Jonathan, I'm afraid you can't stay here.
Dr. Einstein and I need a place to sleep. You remember that as a boy I could be quite disagreeable. I don't think it would be very pleasant for you.
Well, why don't we let him stay for tonight?
Just for tonight.
Your room is in his area.
And we keep it ready to show our lodgers.
I'm afraid you have a most distinguished guest in Mr. Einstein. I'm afraid you don't appreciate his skill. You will. In a few days, you'll see me looking like a very different Jonathan.
He can't operate on you here.
When he's finished with me, why, we get organized and we resume practice. Oh, I forgot to tell you. We're turning grandfather's laboratory into an operating room.
We will not let you turn this house into a hospital.
A hospital, heavens no. It'll be a beauty parlor.
The Johnny down in the cellar.
Dr. Einstein, my dear aunts have invited us to live with them.
Oh, you fixed it. For tonight.
For tonight.
Now, if we get our rooms ready, we can.
Just
For tonight. Johnny, when I go to the cellar, what do you think I find?
What?
The Panama Canal.
The Panama Canal.
Yeah, it's a whole teddy dug. Just fits Mr. Spinazzo. 6 feet long, 4 feet wide.
Down there.
It's a good thing that we were bringing Mr. Spinazzo along.
Rather a good joke. My aunt's living in a house with a body buried in the cellar.
How do we keep him in?
Yes, we can't just walk him through the front door. We'll drive the car up behind the house, and when they've done with that, we'll bring him in through the window.
Oh, Ben, just think, he's got a bed tonight.
Easy, doctor. Remember, you're operating tomorrow, and this time you better be sober.
I think you look beautiful.
And if you don't,
Jonathan, your room is ready.
In that case, you two can head along to that. The doctor and I are driving the car behind the house.
It's all right where it is until morning.
I wouldn't want to leave it out in the street. That might be illegal.
Abby, what are we going to do?
Well, for one thing, they're not staying more than one night in this house. What would the neighbors think? People coming in here with one face and leaving with another.
Abby, I will not invite them to the services.
Oh, no. We'll wait until after they've gone to bed, and then take Mr. Austin's down. Teddy, there's been another yellow fever victim.
What do you mean? It'll be a shock to the general.
Then we mustn't tell him.
We have to tell him it's his department.
And no, we mustn't tell him, Teddy. It would just spoil his visit.
Aunt Abby, I have to tell him it's army regulations, you know.
No, we must keep it a secret.
Yes.
A state secret?
Yes, Teddy. A state secret.
Promise?
As President of the United States, cross my heart and hope to die. How are we going to keep it a secret?
Well, you go back down to the cellar. When I turn out the lights, when everything's dark, you come up and take the poor man down to the canal.
Very well. At the services, I announce that the President will have a few words. Where's the poor devil?
Oh, he's in the window seat.
Oh, dear me. We've never had a yellow fever victim there
Well, I think as soon as Jonathan and Dr. Einstein come back, we should see if we can get them to go to bed.
You know, I've never even seen Mr. Hoskins.
Oh, that's right. You were out. Well, you just come right over and look at him now.
We're bringing the luggage through here.
Jonathan, your room is waiting for you. You can go right up.
In that case, you two can head along to that. I'm afraid we don't keep Brooklyn hours.
But we don't go to bed this early, and you must be tired.
Well, you should. I mean, it's time I came home to take care of you.
We weren't planning to go.
Banks can go up in the morning, Doctor. The banks can go up in the morning, Doctor. Now,
You can go right up.
we're all going to bed. Run along the apartment. Another flight, Doctor.
I'll wait until you're up and I'll turn out the lights.
All right, Aunt Abby?
I'll be right up.
Now, Aunt Abby, turn out the lights. You're going to run back and bring him through the window.
He's too heavy for me. You go on and push.
All right. I'll go take a look around out back. My captain glass, you open the window.
This open. I came over to see Miss Abby and Miss Martha. I thought I saw someone outside the house.
You saw someone outside the house?
Yes, wasn't that you? Isn't that your car?
You saw someone at the car?
Yes.
What else did you see?
Oh, that's it. I just thought I saw someone outside the house. But if that's you and that's your car, there's no need to worry Miss Abby and Miss Martha.
What was the man doing in the car?
I couldn't see. You see, it was dark and I found my way over here.
I think you're lying.
I think she tells the truth, Johnny. You let her go now.
I think she's lying.
Get your hands off of me.
I think she's dangerous. I don't think she should be around loose. Doctor, your handkerchief.
Get off of me! Ah!
It's going to be a private funeral.
Teddy, tell these men who I am! Teddy!
It's my daughter, Adam.
No, Teddy!
Dodge!
Ah!
Stella!
What's going on? What are you doing?
We caught a sneak thief, a burglar. Go back to your room.
We'll call the police.
We've already called the police. We'll handle this. Go back to your room.
What's going on? This is your brother Jonathan, dear.
Moira, where have you been? To the North Theater, and I should have known better. Who did you say this was?
It's Jonathan. And this is Dr. Einstein.
Jonathan. Jonathan, you always were a horror, but you have to look like one.
Easy, Johnny, easy.
Have you forgotten when we were young, Moira? Remember the time you attacked the bedpost with the nails on your fingernails?
God, it is Jonathan. Yes, I remember. I remember you as the most detestable, vicious form of animal life I ever knew.
And now don't you two start fighting the minute you've seen each other.
There won't be any fight, Aunt Abby. Jonathan, you're no longer welcome here. Get out.
The doctor and I have been invited to stay.
I'm not in this house.
For tonight. It's just for a minute.
I don't want him anywhere near me.
But we've already invited him for tonight. It wouldn't be very nice to go back on our word.
All right, tonight. But first thing in the morning, out. Where are they staying?
We put them in Jonathan's old room.
That's my old room. I'm staying in that room. I'm here to stay.
Oh, Moira, we're so glad. Johnny, we sleep down here.
You bet your life you sleep down here.
You sleep on the sofa and I'll sleep on the window seat.
Oh, the window seat. Oh, there's no need to argue about it. I'll sleep on the window seat. Window seat's good enough for me for tonight.
You know, Johnny, all this argument makes me think of Mr. Spinozzo.
Spinozzo? Now, Moira, it really isn't necessary to inconvenience you like this, but we'll sleep down here tonight.
Jonathan, your sudden consideration for me is very unconvincing.
Johnny, we get our bags and take them to the room.
Don't bother, Doctor.
It's all right, Johnny. I'll tell you all about it.
Moira, you don't have to stay down here. I can stay with Martha and you can take my room.
Yeah.
No trouble at all, Aunt Abby. We'll be packed in a few minutes, and then tomorrow you can have your room back.
You're just wasting your time. I told you I'm sleeping down here.
You know, Doctor, I've completely lost track of Mr. Spinozzo.
Who is this Mr. Spinozzo?
It's just a friend of ours, Johnny's been looking for.
Well, don't bring